Namaste.
Namaste. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Namaste. Satnam. Welcome to Lotus Flower Wellness Temple. We have temple service every Sunday at 2:30. So any of you joining us, we just want to say welcome. Welcome to everyone in the temple. And we are excited about today.
Yeah.
Yes, let's ready to get started.
Just you all know already, everyone here at Lotus Flower, every soul is loved, seen, and accepted just as they are.
Yes. Absolutely. All right, welcome everyone, both in the temple and online. We are very happy that you're here at Lotus Flower Wellness Temple. I think my shoes are supposed to wanting to be off today, so I think I'm just going to ground.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Okay, so okay, yes, that's right. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're returning and you want to continue on this 8-week journey with us, we just welcome you. We are on our Path of Integration series. You are a part of this sacred space. Last week we explored the root chakra, our foundation of safety and belonging. And today we rise into the sacral, where we start to rediscover our ability to flow and to feel and to express our creativity. This is also known as the feminine energy center as well, where you're going to get a lot of intuition, connecting with your intuition as well, and that cosmic eternal knowing as well. That those are qualities that the sacral can, when open, spinning freely, can also be a part of your life as well. So very interesting.
Yeah, and as always, we'll begin with our opening chant, followed by breathwork, meditation.
Oh, yeah. I just want to let you know there's a live on right now, so if you pass through, you're going to be on it. But we're fine with it. You're welcome to look over here at all the candles and everything, and you're welcome to move about the temple freely. We're just teaching breathwork, meditation, and mindfulness. So if you'd like to have a seat too and join in, we'd love that.
I'll go ahead and take off from the top. As always, we'll begin with our opening chant, followed by breathwork, meditation, Reiki healing, and reflection. So let's settle in, open our hearts, and begin together.
Yes.
For today's chant, it is Om Shanti.
Let's do the other one too.
Yeah, we'll do both.
Okay.
Alright, the other chant is Ra Ma Da Sa Yes, and if you just want to like sway a little bit back and forth, this movement can help to move your energy, help it to move up from that root. That now we have that understanding that the root is definitely a place where you feel you belong, you feel that can ground you, that security within you, that connection to all things. And so just moving that energy up to that sacral chakra energy. All right, let's get started. Om Shanti. Om Ra Ma Da Sa
you, Gwen. So today we are moving from that grounding into flow. The sacral chakra, located just below the navel, is that energy center, the energy center of your emotions, your sensuality, your creativity. There's many more, but these are some that we're focusing on right now. We said a few earlier. So it is connected to the element of water. So water flows, everybody knows that, right? So if you can think about your emotions and water flowing, that is how our emotions should be. Sometimes they do get kind of stuck. We get stuck on one and we don't allow them to flow. So part of what the integration series is about is allowing ourselves to be more in that flow and not stuck. Alrighty, so the element of water, how it's connected to the emotions, teaches us one of life's most profound lessons: how to move, how to bend, and how to feel without breaking. When water is free to flow, it nourishes everything it touches. But when it's blocked or stagnant, it becomes heavy, it becomes still, and it sometimes gets even toxic. The same is true for our emotional energy, right? So that is one of the important things about learning about this and integration into our life, so that we can all get back to that place of harmony. We are all about harmony for humanity, aren't we all? That's what we are all about here. That is what we're serving. So we just love everyone, all humankind, all animals. Love those little animals. Love the trees, the earth, just like everything that comes from the earth. We just love them. And so that is why we do what we do here. So when we have moments where we feel very dammed up, like a river, holding back our tears, holding back our passion, holding back our joy or our expression, we are sometimes taught somewhere along the way that certain emotions are just too much, or our sensitivity is too weak, or our desire for pleasure or creation is shameful. But emotion is an energy in motion. It's meant to flow and not be controlled. So just that flow, right? When we begin to bring mindfulness to our feelings, something miraculous happens, y'all. The emotion itself becomes the teacher. Sadness teaches depth. Anger teaches truth. Joy teaches presence. Desire teaches creativity. And when you meet each of these emotions with awareness instead of judgment, the emotion transforms. It's what integration truly means. We stop fighting parts of ourselves and we begin to flow with life again. This work is about having permission, giving that permission to feel, giving that permission to create, to be expressive, and to honor your emotions without letting them drown you. The sacral energy is also the home of the inner artist and the inner child. The parts of you that want to play, the parts of you that want to dance, the parts of you that want to create beauty simply for the joy of being alive. When this center is balanced, we feel inspired. We feel emotionally open and connected to others. We know how the experience of pleasure, when we start to feel this, we start to feel the experience of pleasure without guilt and feeling deeply without losing our center. When it is out of balance,
we may feel numb, blocked, or overactive. We may struggle with trust or emotional connection, or feel ourselves either clinging too tightly to something or pulling away. So today we remember that we are meant to flow. We are meant to flow. So I just want to invite you, everyone in the temple, everyone at home, I want to invite you to let your breath move like water. Gentle, rhythmic, and endless. Let your awareness follow your breath. Down into your hips, into your belly, the waters within. Just feel that movement, y'all. Feel life moving through you. Let yourself soften, let yourself feel, and let yourself flow. Yay. Come on up, again. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's where we'll go ahead and get started with our breath work for today. So, for today's breath work, I want you to place one hand on your lower belly and one hand on your heart. As you exhale, imagine the wave flowing back down, washing through the body like warm orange water. Inhale. I breathe in creativity.
I breathe in creativity.
Exhale. I release control.
I release control.
Inhale. I open to feeling.
I open to feeling.
Exhale. I flow with life.
Flow with.
Continue this infinity motion. Breathe up, breathe down. Connecting heart and womb. Emotion and awareness. Let it feel smooth, alive, and fluid. And Aaron's going to come up in just a moment. Start the guided meditation.
Alright, just keep focusing on that breath work. Keep focusing your energy and your attention there. If you would like to close your eyes, if they're not already closed, whatever works for you. But I want you to bring your attention to the area just below your navel. And I want you to see an orange glow just swirling gently like a reflection of the sunlight on rippling water. With each breath, let this light expand out. Just see it cleansing, see it soothing, see it flowing. To yourself, I am free. Just breathe into that freedom that you just proclaimed for yourself. I am free. Now whisper to yourself, I am open to create. I am open to create. I am safe to express myself.
I am safe to express myself.
Now imagine this light flowing through your whole body. Just watching it dissolve any stiffness in your body, flowing through your whole body, softening any edges, bringing a sense of joy, gentleness, love, any compassion, that freedom. Just hold space for yourself in that moment. Just breathing into that. Now I'd like to invite you to send that out to the world. Send that out to all humanity. Send that out to all animals. Send that out to Mother Nature, this beautiful earth that supports us. And I just want you to rest here for a minute with that intention for yourself and all of creation. Just flowing in this moment together. Yes. Yes, I just love it. And so as you're in this energy, as you're in this flow, Quinn and I are going to move about the temple, just sending some Reiki energy and just helping to help everyone's flow, help everyone's connection to that creative side of yourself, that flow, that intuition. I'll use the crystal, and you can use use this instead. It sounds better with that one. Use the metal on this. Alright, yeah. We'll start right here with you all at home. That's right. May your emotions move like water. May your creativity rise from peace, not from pressure. May your energy flow freely without fear. Okay, and we're going to move about the rest of the temple. And while we send this healing energy to everyone else in the temple, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to subscribe and hit that notification bell, give us a like so that this message can go out to the whole world. We really love and appreciate you. May your emotions move like water. Cleansing and renewing. May your creativity rise from peace and not pressure. So amazing. All right, so we have an intuitive game today that we are going to play, and you can play at home with us as well. We are all one community, one family. We do this all together. Just if you're not here present in these chairs, that is fine. We are still connected. That is the beauty of energy. That is the beauty of our divine connection. You can be anywhere in this world, and that's why we share the way that we do, because this is the shift and the change that is meant to be happening in this world right now, and we're all a part of it, so we are supporting each other together, aren't we?
We are.
Yes, we are. We love what we do. All right, so each person is going to well, we're not going to do it in the paper slips today. We're actually just going to let each person in the temple just pick one emotion that they want to come up here and act out. So we're not going to designate it to each other. We're going to let that person pick the emotion they want to act out. So would you like to start, Quinn? And we'll see if we can guess what emotion you are expressing.
Okay.
Calmness?
Peace.
Peace. Okay, I felt it. Yes.
Calm.
All right, Savannah, would you like to come up and do yours?
Sure. What did you say? A feeling?
Any emotion, any feeling that you want to act out? See? Excitement? Joy? Yes. Miguel? No, you're good today? Okay, that's perfectly fine. All right, let's see.
Love.
Yes. Love. All right, and at home, if you're sitting around someone else or whatever, they might not even know what you're doing. I challenge you just to act out an emotion to them and see. They might think, "Whoa, what are they doing?" But see if they can understand you through some other form of expression other than just words, right? That is the energy, one of the energies of the Divine Feminine Energy Center, which is the Sacral. So, I challenge you today just to act something out instead of saying it with words, and see if the person can still understand what you are expressing. And the importance of this game is to let you know that speaking is only one form of expression. We as humans are pretty good at picking up on some of these signs of expression other than just
spoken word. So that is the purpose of this game today.
Yeah, and if there are multiple of you, it's something that you can even practice to better your own ability to understand how someone else is feeling. So get them to act out how they act when they're feeling a certain way, and see if you can pick up on what it is that they're feeling.
So see how this emotion transforms when we move it in with awareness, right? So each person that acted out one of the emotions, when the other persons became aware of what they were doing, it added a little excitement. It was
Yeah.
kind of cool, right? So, and that is another thing that you can get from this, the magic of the mindfulness, right?
Right, and speaking of mindfulness, we have our Reiki healing of the mind for this week.
Yes, we do. Savannah,
Yes.
would you please come up and read the Reiki healing of the mind today for us? Would you mind?
Sure.
All right,
I
perfect,
wouldn't
thank you.
mind. Connecting with our higher self. Connecting with our higher self is easier than most people think, yet without this connection, it is often difficult to find the strength, understanding, and inspiration we need in our lives. Find somewhere quiet where you can be undisturbed for a while. Somewhere in nature is especially good. And sit or lie down and simply intend to connect with your higher self. When it is guidance from your higher self, the answer often pops into your mind even before you finish formulating the question.
Awesome, thank you so
Thank you.
much. Yes, so we do these every week in hopes that it will give you something to be mindful about throughout the week. So this week, connection with your higher self, and this is really good advice on how to obtain a strength in that, more of a connection. And so just like with any muscle, when you're working out, if you don't work out very often, you're not going to be real strong until you do start to work that muscle.
Right.
So that is the idea behind this Reiki healing of the mind. We are reactors of our belief systems. We are in the energy of what we allow ourselves to practice and work with. So you can start to build that connection to your higher self even more. So this is beautiful advice here. And super beautiful. Feel amazing. All right, so now we're moving on.
Alright, the homework and integration for the week. This week, allow yourself to feel, journal each night about your emotions without judgment or censorship. Do something creative, paint, dance, cook, sing, just for the joy of creating. And with that, we've also got a journal prompt for you.
Yes, okay, so I'll give everybody just a second. Grab something to write with or type it in your phone, whatever you need to do. And we highly encourage that you just write it on the top of a page. And then when you're maybe taking some time for yourself, just let yourself flow. You don't have to try to think about it. Just start writing and see what comes to you. That is another way to allow your soul to speak to you, to disclose some things to you that you might not allow yourself to hear. You might not, with your way of thinking, you might not actually understand about what's really going on beneath the surface there with yourself. So, with that being said, the journal prompt is, what emotion do I most avoid? And it's a two-parter, so I'll give you a second to write that down. And then, how can I honor it instead of suppressing it? All right, so I'll let you write that one down for a second. We'll get that in that journal, and that's a good place to start. If you haven't started one yet, that's a really good place to start there.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
while some of you are writing,
I also want to encourage the other ones that haven't yet, if you will please subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a like, maybe share with some people that you love and care about, that you want to help to be connected with a community like ours that helps to walk together in this time, this beautiful time that we are all in together here. So yeah, share it out, share it with your family, share it with your friends. And if you feel like becoming a community impact partner with us, look in the bio and you can see how to donate, how to reach us, and we can talk about the different tiers of whatever level that you may be interested in helping us be supporting us to bring in even more harmony for humanity.
Right. Okay, and
So you want to read the community
for
announcement?
community announcements, before we close, I want to remind everyone that we are in the middle of our Harmony for Humanity fundraiser and preparing for our upcoming gala in December. We are looking for community impact partners, local businesses, and individuals who want to stand with us in spreading love, mindfulness, and healing throughout our community. You can support our mission by donating at pay.lotusflowercandle.com/donations.
Perfect. Yes, thank you so much. So today we've learned that awareness flows like water. And when we allow emotions to move, the healing begins. May your heart stay open, your creativity alive, and your energy fluid and free. So let's just take one more deep breath together. And then release any resistance to the flow of life. So we would like to share some of our temple service offerings here at Lotus Flower Wellness Temple. Quinn, would you like to read some of those?
All right. So we have weekly temple services like today with breathwork, meditation, and Reiki healing. If you know someone who might be interested, even if you're not here in Tallahassee, you can introduce them to this YouTube channel here. We do appreciate more people coming in and getting what they need here. We have Sit Paint Zen creative art therapy workshops, chakra dance and sound bath healing experiences, candle making and crystal workshops, oracle guidance and energy attunement Fridays, private Reiki healing sessions and spiritual counseling, light and sound bath ceremonies, and community outreach and Harmony for Humanity events.
Yes. Yay. Yeah, so with us, you're fully plugged in. You have all the resources, and we not only are like, okay, here's your resources, but we're a community that supports each other along the journey. So,
Right.
flow amazing. All right, and now with that being said, we are going to encourage you to stay for just a little bit. We're going to flip the camera around, set up for our podcast, Harmony for Humanity, where we discuss a little more personal perspective of each person that's attended today, and to see what their personal perspective is, as well as integration from week to week, things like that. So hang tight. We'll be right back. We're just going to flip things around and set up.
All right. And for those of you who are dropping off here, namaste, satnam. Thank you for joining us for temple service.
Yes, absolutely. All right, give us just a second.
All right.
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, go. We'll be ready in just a minute.
I see you, Savannah.
So many notes we've
Elijah.
Oh, Eliza?
Elijah.
Oh, you know who that is?
No. I'm just trying to see what you're doing. do want to see.
Don't comment on it. Don't say everybody else doesn't need to know.
Alright.
Alrighty. Alright, so we are almost set up here. Everybody in the end. There we go. I think that's great. Oh, yeah, sorry, I had it where I was putting it around and it must have came off when we were moving it back. I figured that might happen and I wanted to just get it completely reset. Okay. We'll figure it out. There was it off of here.
I think it was off of somewhere.
Oh, this is. Okay, there we go. All right. And as soon as Savannah gets back, we are going to get started.
Alright. You bet.
All right. So normally Miguel is here. There we go. Normally Miguel is with us today, but Savannah is sitting in for him today. Hopefully she will join us more often. And we're going to go ahead and get started.
Hello, everyone. Is this thing on? Okay.
All right, so we are Lotus Flower Wellness Temple, and this is our podcast, Harmony for Humanity, where we talk about temple service that we discussed today, our personal perspectives, and anything that we want to talk about from throughout the week that helped us integrate and everything. I'm Erin.
I'm Quinn.
I'm Savannah.
So welcome everyone. So glad that you are here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So, what emotions or creative impulses arose for you during today's service? Do you want to start? Quinn?
During today's service, I feel like what's something that came up for me today during the service? I feel like definitely like I demonstrated that calmness, that peace.
Yeah.
I felt like very present, very in the moment, very here,
Yeah. Awesome, thank you. So, how does mindfulness help you, Savannah, experience emotion without becoming overwhelmed? So, paying more attention to things, does that help you to not be overwhelmed? Do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, so basically, when I'm conscious about my feelings, it's easier for me to understand what to do with those feelings and not overreact or just freak out. So just, really understand those emotions and how to use them and what to do.
Yes, well, thank you so much for sharing. I know this is your first time on the podcast, so welcome. Yes, welcome. All right, so in what ways can creative expression support your healing journey, Quinn?
Well, creative expression is a great way to get out pent up energy. You know, like Aaron was saying earlier about how we can get blocked in our sacral chakra. You know, when we have an emotion and we stay in an emotion, we hold on to it, we latch onto it, it can really hurt us. Like, you know, we can get caught in these spirals of thinking like, oh, this thing that happened, oh, woe is me, like, or, oh, what is, how am I going to deal with this, or like, just being stuck in that, like, I'm so mad, I'm so upset, I'm so frustrated, and in order to break that kind of, that bottleneck, you know, we have to find ways to allow the emotions to flow, to move on to something else, to no longer be in that same place. And creative expression is one of those outlets. And creative expression can take a lot of different forms. It's not just painting or writing. Like, there's a lot of different things that we can do that are creative. You know, just any kind of outlet that allows you to make use of your like imagination, inspiration, to get those emotions out into the world in some form.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Savannah, do you have anything that you'd like to add to that? Maybe through your own experience, any creativity that you've ever done, like when you've done the sit paint zins here and painted, did you feel that that creative time helped you a little bit outside of that creative moment?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say so.
Yeah, so it is, even if it's not something that you even do very often, or you don't feel that you're a great artist, it's just literally about allowing yourself to break your regular pattern and do something different that doesn't require all this thinking, but more flow, right? And so
Yeah.
that really does
It
help.
gets you out of your head a little bit. It just allows you to focus on, what's right there in front of you. Sometimes you can hurt so much that
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so putting you back in that flow. And then when you do break that routine, and then you go back to something, it's almost like adding this like refreshed energy to that thing that you're doing. So some advice is if you're ever kind of at work and you're doing something, or some homework for school, and you find you're getting a little, or writers, if you're getting a little blocked, just taking a break, doing something else that's creative for a little while, forgetting all about it, and then going back to it. Really can help you out a
fresh
lot.
eyes.
Yes, absolutely. Wonderful. So, have you noticed any shifts since last week's root chakra grounding practice, Quinn?
I personally feel like, you know, more grounded, more present. You know, I'm more in the moment. I'm more like I said, you know, here. So I feel like I'm really just experiencing things as they happen. You know, and being in that state, you know, it makes it so that I can really feel my emotions as they come. And that also lends itself into that sacral chakra, that flowing through emotions. You know, part of that is, like I said before, when you have something that's in your head, or that's like, you know, you're trying to move on from actively, a lot of times the more that you try to get away from an emotion, or like something that's really strongly affecting you, the harder it latches on. You know, and so you really need to work through that emotion. It's not about like pushing yourself to move on to something else or like, but it's about processing, you know, and finding creative outlets isn't about like, oh, my mind's over here now. It's about getting that out on paper or getting that out on like through speech or through whatever creative means that you can come up with, woodworking, what have you. Just finding a way to give expression to those emotions, and sometimes like, you know, just thinking about it isn't enough. We need to put it into action somehow. We need to demonstrate the emotion that we're feeling. We need to demonstrate and experience in real life what we are facing, what we're struggling with. You know, and give it form so that we can say, okay, I have processed that. I have, you know, I have cemented that, and now I can move on to something else.
Perfect. Yes, that is very great advice. And I do want to point this out to what you said about instead of kind of running from it. Well, when you're thinking about something and then you're like focusing on trying to not think about it, what you're doing is you're still putting your awareness and attention on that. So
Yeah.
you are still focusing on it. You're just focusing on not having it, which means that you're still putting your attention, your power on that thing. So you might as well work with the emotion. You might as well work with the fear. You might as well ask it what it's trying to say to you. Have a little conversation with it, and you surely will be able to get to another level of awareness about what is really behind whatever this emotion is. And that is a positive shift for you, because now you're not just like tucking it down, you're dealing with it. You're learning something from it. And that's all I really even wanted. So, that's a positive move in that direction. So thank you for sharing that. So Savannah, what does flow mean specifically to you? When I say flow, when Quinn says flow, what does that mean to you in regards to how the teachings of today, and how can you invite more of that into your daily life?
So flow to me basically means just being yourself, not letting what like other people think about you stop you from acting or even stepping outside of those expectations and just being realistically you. And I just say like to have more of that daily life, just be yourself.
Yeah, it definitely costs more not to be yourself than it does to be yourself.
Right. And I feel like the idea of being yourself really does get distorted a lot with just like, you know, we have these expectations thrust on us and these ideas of who we are supposed to be. Even ideas that we create ourselves that like, we're like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be like this. This is my personality. This is who I am. But like, we just have decided like that we're going to try to be that way for appearances sometimes, or just to impress other people. When it's not really who we are inside, it's who we're trying to present to the world. And that, I think, is something that we need to work on dissolving so that we can be true to ourselves.
Yeah.
So that our heart can align with who we are on a daily basis.
Right, and just to add on to that a little bit too. So say that you practice law for a job, you're an attorney. Well, that's not who you are, that's what you do. And a lot of people can identify with what they do as who they are. And so who you are is way more than that. You're a collection of all the things you've ever done,
right?
Yeah.
And all the things that you will ever do. So with that being said, just keep that in mind when you kind of take some time to think about really who you are, what your energy signature is, what really is important to you, what are your passions. And we're not what we do necessarily, and so just kind of keep that in mind as just something that you can reflect on as well. So how about this, y'all? Let's talk about integration reflection. What changes, insights, or moments of awareness come up for you from week 1 crossing over into week 2? How we can kind of spin that web together from the root to now we're in the sacral chakra.
Like I was just saying, like with the root, it's about being grounded in the moment, and part of that is acknowledging your emotions for what they are, and accepting like how you feel, and that moves into the sacral chakra of flowing with your emotions, letting them move by, and doing so by expressing them in some way. Because not all emotions can just be end with thoughts. They crave some sort of expression. They crave some sort of action. And creative expression is a good way to do that, not necessarily acting on emotions that aren't really in your best interest to act upon. Maybe you're really mad at somebody and you want to lash out, you want to yell at them, you want to get really angry. But you know that if you do that, it could destroy your friendship. It could destroy your relationship with that person. And you don't want to do that. But you still need to express that anger, that frustration, that pain. And so finding creative outlets allows you to do that, so that you can get that anger off of your mind, that frustration, that pain, and put it into something else.
Perfect. Yes. Lovely advice, Gwen. Yes, and I'll give it a cheer on here too. Yes. Wonderful. Yay. Well, I want to say thank you, Savannah, too, for joining us today. And we do hope that you will come back and be on our podcast and participate in temple service more often as well.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Is there anything that you would like to say? Anything personal perspective about what we discussed today, that from your own perspective that you would like to say?
I really liked the breathing and guided meditation. I think it just allows you to be present more and just focus on yourself rather than get distracted a lot by what's going on around us. Just having that, like what we say, grounding, and just staying true to yourself is really important. Make sure your emotions are in check.
Yes, perfect. Well, I just think we've said it all here today. Thank you guys so much. We just want to send out love, light, and just grace to you all. Hold space. We hold space for you all. Just know that you have a community that supports you. We believe in harmony for humanity. And so please like, share, hit the notification bell. If you want to become a community impact partner, please reach out to us. Donate with the link. We just appreciate you all, and we're here for you. Have a great week, and we will see you next week. All right, namaste. Cheers.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. All right, so see what we got here.